Saturn devouring his son. So this guy is literally eating his child. Painted by Francisco Goya in the 1800s, it wasn't made for a gallery. It was painted directly onto the wall of his dining room. Casual. It shows the Titan Saturn mid-snack, eyes wide, mouth open, chomping into a half-limp corpse. The symbolism? It's about time eating all things, or fear of being overthrown, or just straight-up madness. Goya painted this during a time he was losing faith in humanity, society, and maybe even his own sanity. The piece wasn't meant for the public, which makes it feel even more uncomfortably personal. You weren't supposed to see this, and that's what makes it forbidden. The Book of Soyga. It's a magical book that supposedly only John Dee, Queen Elizabeth I's astrologer and resident alchemist, could understand. The pages are filled with Latin, angelic language, and bizarre charts that look like someone gave a medieval monk Excel and no instructions. After Dee died, the book vanished for centuries before mysteriously reappearing in 2 different libraries. Here's the kicker. Nobody has fully decoded it. Some believe the book holds a method of summoning angels or tapping into forbidden divine knowledge. Others think it's just a very elaborate riddle meant to break your brain. Either way, it's the ancient version of don't open this PDF unless you want a curse. Baphomet by Eliphas Levi. You've definitely seen this one. Goat head, wings, boobs, torch on the forehead. This drawing from the 1850s has become the poster child for Satanism, despite the fact it wasn't originally satanic at all. Levi created Baphomet as a symbol of balance, masculine and feminine, light and dark, human and beast. But over time it got twisted into something much darker. Now it's used in metal band logos, occult books, conspiracy videos, and your edgy friend's tattoo sleeve. It's forbidden because it confronts everything traditional religions tried to suppress, and does it with style. The Codex Seraphinianus. Imagine if Dr. Seuss, an alien and a deranged botanist, co-authored an encyclopedia, and you still wouldn't be close. Created by Luigi Serafini in the 1980s, this book is filled with bizarre illustrations, like bleeding fruit, weird multi-legged creatures, and people turning into furniture. The entire thing is written in an undeciphered language that nobody, not even AI, can translate. According to the author, it's meant to recreate the feeling of being a child who can't yet read. Forbidden? Not legally, but mentally? Yeah. Try flipping through it and not questioning your entire existence. The Temptation of St. Anthony by Matthias Grunewald. This painting is nightmare fuel. It shows St. Anthony being attacked by a horde of demonic, mutated creatures. Not your typical Sunday school art. The creatures look like they escaped from Silent Hill. Rotten limbs, fish eyes, tumors with teeth. And here's the eerie part. It's based on real hallucinations that patients with ergot poisoning, basically medieval LSD, were having. The piece was displayed in a monastery hospital to remind patients what they were fighting, which feels not very comforting. Forbidden in the sense that it shows the raw, unfiltered terror of spiritual and mental suffering. The Nine Hells by Hieronymus Bosch. Bosch was that guy in art history class you secretly liked but didn't understand. His painting, The Garden of Earthly Delights, gets most of the spotlight, but the right panel, Hell, is pure chaos. We're talking musical instruments used as torture devices, demons pooping fire, and hybrid creatures tormenting naked sinners. It's the medieval version of What the Hell Did I Just Watch? This kind of brutally honest, chaotic depiction of damnation was rare, and it wasn't always welcome. Some churches actually refused to display it because it was too intense. That's like a horror movie getting banned from a haunted house. The Zodiac Killer's cipher art. Not every piece of forbidden art is hanging in a museum. Some are mailed to newspapers by serial killers. The Zodiac sent multiple cryptic letters full of strange symbols, diagrams, and hidden meanings. One of his ciphers wasn't cracked for over 50 years. These aren't just creepy puzzles, they're art in a twisted, horrifying sense. They mix language, visual design, and deadly intent. And the worst part? Some of them remain unsolved. It's art you don't want to understand, but can't stop looking at. Hell Scrolls, Japanese Jigku Zoshi. From 12th century Japan comes this charming bedtime story, illustrated scrolls showing the different hells sinners would suffer in. We're talking iron cauldrons, rivers of blood, demonic torturers, and enough fire to roast your soul. These weren't just for entertainment. They were meant to scare monks and nobles straight. It's like Scared Straight, but for your eternal afterlife. The detail is incredible, and so is the pain. It's forbidden in that way ancient religions used fear as art, and art as warning. Like, repent, or this flaming pit of centipedes is your next stop. The Ghent Altarpiece. Missing panels. This 15th century masterpiece has been called the most stolen artwork in history. It's been kidnapped, smuggled, almost blown up, and even has pieces that are still missing. One of the panels, the Just Judges, disappeared in 1934 and has never been found. Some say it was hidden by a cult. Others believe it's been destroyed. Either way, this holy artwork has become cursed by its own legacy. What's left is beautiful, sure, but what's missing is what haunts people. Forbidden, not just for what it shows, but for what it doesn't. H.R. Geiger's Necronom 4. Before Alien was a franchise, it was a nightmare painted by Geiger. Necronom 4 is a biomechanical horror, elongated skull, phallic spine, tubes where no tubes should be. This artwork inspired Ridley Scott to create the xenomorph, but it was considered so disturbing that some galleries refused to display it. Geiger didn't just draw monsters, he invented a style of fear. It's the kind of art that stares back. Forbidden because it dives into subconscious terror, and also maybe your sleep paralysis demon's Pinterest board.